Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm doing news about Far Cry 4. Now we do know that Far Cry 4 is probably going to be released at the end of the year or as late as early 2015. I'm really excited for the game, but there is information, leaked information, on the rumored location of Far Cry 4. Now that rumored location is going to be the Himalayas, and you will battle with Abominable Snowmen in the next coming Far Cry game. Now to be honest, the fact that it's in the Himalayas with Abominable Snowmen is definitely a different take on the Far Cry game series. Now in the last three Far Cries, Far Cry 1, 2, 3, we have seen where you battle through a remote location in a sunny jungle kind of environment. Now, what I always love about Far Cry is that it's a huge map. You always get lost because there's always a new location you find. You just never get bored going through the map on a Far Cry game, especially in Far Cry 3 where it was so big. It was amazing. There were so many animals, so many places to explore. It was great. But the fact that Far Cry 4 is now in a snowy location in the Himalayas where you battle with Abominable Snowmen is definitely a different take on the Far Cry series. We've never had a Far Cry game where you're in a snowy location. Now really, the fact that this person called Super Ragatori, and he goes by the name of Super Animation, has tweeted and spoiled the location of Far Cry 4, and the fact that he comments on the fact that Far Cry 4 sounds super boring from the rumors. It's the third game more or less transposed to the Himalayas or adjacent locale plus monsters. Now this guy is from Kotaku, who is a games news website like IGN or GameSpot. This person is basically tweeting out he spoiled the location accidentally. He says, well, I thought I sent that as a DM, oh well. But the fact that he says it's more or less the same transposed location in the Himalayas is quite surprising to me. I mean, how far does he expect Ubisoft to change the location? I mean, the whole point of Far Cry and the series is you're in a remote location and you're supposed to survive. How many different locations can Ubisoft think of to do Far Cry in? The fact that it's now in a snowy location for a start off is definitely a new take on the game series, and I'm interested to see how it works in the new Far Cry game. And the fact that he's complaining that it's pretty much the same location is quite surprising to me, because it does sound quite different to me. The fact that the last three games have been in sunny jungle locations, and this is in now even more of a remote location in a snowy environment with Abominable Snowmen, in my opinion, is definitely a different take. How far could they have changed this Far Cry game but still keep it in the Far Cry series? And the fact that there's now a lot more fans thanks to Far Cry being so successful, it's definitely still a Far Cry 3 game, but in a snowy location. How much could they have changed it, still keeping it with the same Far Cry franchise? So, what do you guys think about Far Cry 4 being in a snowy location with Abominable Snowmen? I'm excited, I'm interested to see how far it'll go, how much of a success it'll be. And the fact that this person is complaining on Twitter after spoiling the location is a big surprise. I mean, people still play Grand Theft Auto. People still play Call of Duty with the much boring storylines of Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, and they still have the same environment. I mean, they have the same boring, stale storyline and the same stale, boring environment, yet he's complaining about the environment being too similar in Far Cry 4. Far Cry always has an amazing storyline. It's so engaging, so entertaining, and the fact that he's complaining about, even though the storyline in my opinion has changed quite a lot, he's still complaining about that. What do you guys think about Far Cry 4 being in a snowy environment with Abominable Snowmen? What do you guys think? Thanks for watching, take care, spite your hair.